All right, when you guys are done flexing, we had a man flex over here before. Sunday, you went on 130k bike.
Who does
ride.
that?
Anyway, so like I stopped Cheech right there before from telling the story. I said, "This is a great opener. What kind of psycho are you?"
Man on a mission, really.
What? Hold on.
So,
The most important question: what colour is your Lycra?
come on, man.
Yeah, come on, bro. I want to paint the picture.
Yeah.
Paint me the picture. What colour is your Lycra?
So I got black leggings
Oh, okay.
and then a white raffia top.
Oh.
So it's like an old school soccer jersey.
Yeah.
It's like when I say white, it's cream, and it's got like a grey stripe over the chest. So I don't know.
That's too good looking. I was hoping for some purple and gold or
Nah.
something. I was
Settle
gonna be
down
like,
there.
Classic. I tried on some at the shops and I'm like, damn, I could be a sprinter. You know how those sprinters?
Yeah.
It's really tight, and then I had a chain on. I was like, okay,
You had a chain?
okay.
Sprinters always have a chain on.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I was like, okay, this is how maybe I can make Lycra cool, So
Yeah.
hey, some people hit me up with that Photoshopped in.
So is it you do it solo or you do it as part of like one of those herds? You see the cyclists herds?
we call them emus.
You
Yeah.
call them emus?
Yeah, there's like a little meme going on where it's like
right.
a bunch of cyclists that emus because they clack around. You got those clicking, and when you're going into the coffee shop, there's like click click click.
Do you wear them? Do you have them?
So, yeah, I've got those.
You got 'em?
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
This is a real deal here.
So
Yeah,
how many
legitimately.
Real
people
deal.
were in this emu?
So we had 6,000 people participate on Sunday, which is crazy.
There wasn't 6,000 people
But
in your group.
Not in
was
my
there?
group. Nah, I had 3. So I was one of 3.
But when you sorry, I'm trying to paint a picture. Like there was just 3 of you, like for the 5Ks in front of you, 5Ks behind you.
No. In amongst like 6,000 people. We're
There was
pretty far.
6,000 people.
Yeah.
Where was
And-
I? What was
Wake
this on
up,
the
Melbourne.
news?
Bruh, we woke up 5 a.m.
We wouldn't last 130 kilometers.
We woke up 5 a.m. We rode to the event. That was the mistake. We rode to the event, and then the event was 100K, and then rode back home. Multiple times I was like, bro, I need to call my girlfriend, get me out of here.
Is it like so? This must be a full-on event.
Oh, it's just like just for fun. Like
Surely they
people
had
just
to
do
shut
it.
down the road.
Yeah.
They had to shut
Is
down.
this
the
like an
road.
annual thing, or is this just a one? This is a one-off thing.
Annual event in Melbourne, and it's called Around the Bay. So essentially, Melbourne, just for those, we've got basically a little ocean in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got an island, like we're the other outside of it. So you can go fully for 300 Ks around the whole bay, and you get a ferry across where the land doesn't meet. We got the ocean there. So
Yeah. And you get on like a exercise bike while you're on the ferry.
When he's sticking you and taking all your money.
Welcome to the Bronx Shear Basketball Show. I'm your host, Nathan. I'm joined by my co-host, Chichi, and Ryan, Miami Heat fan. Chichi down to the right. You're right. Ryan is in the center. He's a Laker brain.
You already know.
Pattern pending. And of course, I'm always repping the Philadelphia championship this season, Sixers. That's a little preview to our predictions later. How are you, Cheech?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Yep. How are you, Rice?
Good to be here. Blessed.
I'm good also. Thanks for
How
asking.
you know?
Nah, that always happens. I am good. We are about to talk about Jordan Poole's face. Is it still intact? Rise.
I think it's intact. I watched a game yesterday.
he's fine.
It's got to be makeup.
Oh, yeah, they played you.
We won.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And Data,
I feel like there's makeup on his face.
and Data Davis was there. Can I just start off by saying, and we'll get into, because today
82 game Davis, you mean?
We're,
So we have to count one off.
I was ready to come on here after he missed 2 preseason games because of some fucking
Yeah.
So
Sore thigh.
I was like, not again, not again. But you're lucky he played yesterday.
He's going to be there all 82 games.
That-
He will be there.
Yeah, yeah, he'll be there.
Why would the medical staff do that to him anyway?
Yeah, no, he'll be there, but he'll
Yeah.
just won't be
He'll be
dressed.
playing.
He won't be suited up.
Yeah. A little bit of Ben Simmons. attire.
Anyway, let's get started with it. Draymond Green. That's the main topic we're here to talk about. Can I just start with the NBA season is among us.
Oh yeah.
We're here.
For 3 months, we had nothing. There was the fake KD crap. Then we had some off-court stuff with Sava and Udoka. But then, the NBA season's
Oh, yeah.
back when someone punches someone in practice.
The nitty-gritty stuff.
Oh my gosh.
love
I
it.
was just like, yes, please. I'm so excited. We're about a week out. Cheech, what did you think when you first saw this TMZ leak of the video?
Well, I feel like we should go before the TMZ video because the first the Twitter,
The report.
the report made it like as if,
Altercation. Yeah! Everyone was avoiding the word punch.
yep.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, it's just a little scrub, a little bit of jersey, pulling and all that jazz. And I was like, okay, it's a little scuffle.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yep.
And at one point, it was twisting as if, Poole is in the wrong. Poole came back with some sort of attitude after camp. And Draymond was like trying to put him in place because, sick of that cockiness.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, that's Poole because you see him on the sidelines flirting with the girl. Hey, pretty boy. And he's got the skill to back it up. So that's where, my initial reaction was like, hey, this might be a little bit on Poole.
Yeah.
Then that
The
video
video
dropped. Let's go.
It was just nothing news, and then that video came out.
Yeah.
And then, what was your reaction when you first saw
Oh,
it?
my goodness.
Probably the same as everyone.
Hearing it is different than seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
I
I
can't
thought
unsay it.
the thing was that thing. I thought I was watching Mario Smash Bros. The way he punched that guy, I said, "Wow!"
I wish I could make the sound. Dun, 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 dun. I can't make the sound effects, but
Here we go.
whoa. And I'm no sort of combat expert, but he didn't just throw the arm. He took a forward step.
legs,
He came forward and just.
There was intention behind the
I
punch.
can't believe he didn't. If he really hurt him,
Seriously.
this would be even more serious.
Seriously.
But so my first reaction, obviously, we all thought it was nothing. And then when I saw the video, I also was like, "Holy shit! Holy shit!" And then obviously we're all sort of trying to work out who leaked this? It's obviously one of the video because you can tell because they would have cameras.
See, but that's the issue though, because they were saying, "Oh, who leaked it?" Hey, let's get to the facts. This motherfucker hitting people, man.
He leaked it.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to do like what Steve Kerr and that did.
But as you say, okay, who leaked it? It looked like they had a laptop there and they were using their phone, kind of thing.
Because they this wasn't from my perspective. This wasn't like they had cameras there and they didn't use you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every practice facility just to watch tape would have cameras that looked like it was set up in a place not like a security camera, but sort of like a security camera.
Yep.
And someone's upstairs and they've recorded it, and they've recorded, as you said, off a laptop. And yeah, when I first saw it, I'm like, holy shit.
Would
It's
you
big.
think that the leak was from Golden State Warriors themselves?
Wow.
Because, that, as I said, that narrative was kind of twisted. Maybe it's a Poole thing with his attitude. And hey, let's just leak it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it even came from Poole's people.
Because right now, Poole is up for a contract. Draymond is up for a
Wiggins.
contract. And Wiggins.
Yeah.
And the word even before the altercation, or that's what they call it, before the punch, was that the money, they're going to give the money to Poole and Wiggins and not that much to Draymond. That's just basically been the informal word that's been going around. And so, and then, who can confirm, but then they were trying to say that Poole was taunting Draymond about this exact topic, about basically, you know what it is. Apparently he said, you know what it is, so, and meaning I'm getting the money.
Yeah.
I heard Draymond completely missed a shot. And Jordan Poole's like, go pack your bags.
Wow.
I heard that rumor, that
shit.
quote where Draymond just threw up like a Westbrook shot,
Oh my God.
brick. And then Jordan Poole as a joke was like, go pack your bags, mate.
Oh my God.
In a way like that.
that.
I saw that. But still, at the end of the day, that video is, whether you're a professional athlete or not, that was bad.
Yeah, yeah,
It like whether the video looks worse than what it is, we see exactly what happened. Whatever
Yeah.
was spoken about, man, he went there with force.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
he lunged his body in.
Isaiah Thomas put it
Abruptly.
best because on Instagram Live,
Saying
he
that,
was
yeah.
like, he hit him like he didn't know the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Like,
man.
that was
Like something had.
so much jealousy, so much hate.
Yeah.
It was for
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
And Draymond himself said the whole hurt people, and he's like, and I was hurt. So I'm sorry, I've hurt him. Blah blah blah. I just want to say to you the thing that you heard. Go pack your bags. Apparently, Jordan said that. You know when you think of like a better comeback afterwards, like
Yeah,
when you're off later on. Jordan Poole could have sort of spun it like. Because he shoots like he's got a backpack on his back.
Yeah.
Lucky you shoot like you got your bags packed, bro, because you're out of here. You fucking... Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just ironic that he might have said that. But so diving into it a bit further, there's the whole money situation that's hanging over Jordan Poole and Draymond Green's head. So I feel like that's got to have to do with some things.
Yeah.
People are saying that Draymond's in love with LeBron now. He's trying to get to LA. I think Trae Young tweeted that. But here's the thing. Now back to the sort of analysis of it. I still don't know because everyone's wondering what's going to happen. I don't know if there's been a final full stop on it, but I think everyone's wondering like how long they're going to suspend him for, what's going to happen. Even still, I don't know if they're going to do anything about it because if the video didn't get leaked, they weren't going to do anything about it. It seemed that they were keeping it in house. And as much as that's such a full-on act, we didn't get to see the footage of Jordan punching Steve Kerr back in the day. Steve Kerr himself maybe made it up, but he said, I've seen about 20 fistfights in my time.
I think that's BS.
Yeah,
but
all the
like-
coaches
because-
say that. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
But I still wouldn't... Basketball is not a... You guys know firsthand. It's got a lot of opportunity to get chippy. And Draymond...
yeah, of course.
You got Draymond Green. Imagine he was teammates with, for example, DeMarcus Cousins. And he was.
Yeah.
Right? Or Montrezl Harrell. And if they're both in not the good mood, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all I'm trying to say is that, this is so not me. I'm normally like by the book. Normal me would say he should be like suspended for more than 10 games.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But I just can't help but feel like they're going to handle it in-house, and even if he gets like a little suspension, it's not even going to... It's going to be because the video leaked.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
feel
sort of
like-
feel
yeah.
like...
The NBA will have some sort of
That's
under...
now the
tone.
NBA will come in.
Yeah, but it won't be NBA. It'll be telling Golden State.
It'll be telling Golden State
Hey,
because of the
suspend
video.
him.
But if there was no video,
It would be interesting.
I don't think they're going to do anything.
Dude,
Right.
the thing is, did people even see the punch? Teammates weren't even looking.
Yeah.
They even, like, the hostility wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, hey, I'm jarring
Yeah.
in your face for a long time. It was just a simple push away.
It happened quick.
Very!
There was that one coach trainer
Yeah.
or whatever. He saw Draymond and he started moving his way to
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
see. And as soon as Jordan Poole pushed him, and then it just happened too quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so...
yeah.
Like a few of them saw. Maybe the person video recording knew, not knew, but
yeah.
like could
Oh,
feel
no,
the
no.
tension.
No. They went back. That's like they've gone back and done that.
And record. Yeah,
Recorded
okay.
it off the laptop.
Yes,
But
yes,
anyway,
yes.
I just think that it's so weird, as I said, for me to say this because I'm so anti-violence of any kind, and I think it's just always so unnecessary. But I wonder if Draymond Green's done it before, and I just think that, like, as I said, like just because we didn't see the video of Jordan punching Steve Kerr, as in Michael Jordan, and so many other cases, we don't react like this. But I just think it might be a bit more common. It's similar to, it's similar to like the Ime Udoka situation. I know that there's obviously that's a much more bad topic.
Yeah.
But man, these guys are on the road for 41
Happened
games
to
a
Miami,
year.
remember? Miami last season?
Yeah.
The bench, they had a bit of a... It was a Miami team, yeah? With Jimmy Butler.
What, like fighting or
Yeah,
affairs?
was it Miami?
I know
Was it like
Suns
this?
have had a little bit of a
Was it?
entanglement with.
Yeah, no,
but
it
And like
happens.
both the players
I-
were fighting on the court, like at the time
but
out.
the thing is, this is something different. Where
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
sucker punch kind of thing. I don't
Yeah.
want to call it a sucker, but
This seems like
it,
emotions. It's like
Poole was not expecting it whatsoever.
Yeah, I
Let
know.
there be, hey, what's his name? Bobby Portis is like, hey, don't drag me into this. Because they were actually fighting. Like, the guy actually came at him. And
Yeah,
then Bobby
yeah.
just put him in place. This is something different.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
other media, old heads that were in the NBA have said, no, that's not the case. Even if there is a fight, it's not to that level or not to that insensitive. Like, it's just so
Yeah.
senseless.
Yeah. I just reckon there might be at least a few more times than you might think.
It's
As I
like-
said, like Draymond Green's as full on as he is, he's not actually the most aggressive like we've ever seen. As I said, you look at guys like DeMarcus Cousins. I reckon he surely would have. Can you imagine DeMarcus Cousins in his 10 years that he was in the league or whatever, that he didn't punch someone sometime? He punched someone. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
yeah.
I'm not trying to like be like it happens everywhere. I just think that, and again, that's why I brought up the Ime thing. People are sleeping with people all the time. You know,
in the NBA,
with this in
all
NBA,
day.
it just doesn't get brought out. And I wonder where this is all going to go moving forward with technology and stuff like that.
so exposed.
But at the end of the day, let's. We're doing the Warriors last here, but with our predictions. But we will get to if any of us think it's going to hurt their
Have some
predictions.
implication.
All right. So we're now going to do like we did last week. We're going to do Western Conference predictions. We've got 5 tiers, and we're going to put them in their place.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Before we get into it, though, if you are new to the show, hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. You'll keep up with all the episodes. Also, go follow us on social media. The link is in the description. All right, so as you can see right now, we have got, like last week, we've got the Western Conference. We got 5 tiers, 3 spots each.
Yep.
And we're going to put these teams in their spots. Now, we're starting off with the San Antonio Spurs, one of the greatest franchises of all time.
Pop is there.
The Spurs have brought in rookie. Wow, just a whole bunch of rookies. And gone is Jock Landale, the Aussie, DeJounte Murray, Lonnie Walker.
He's the guy.
Lonnie Walker hasn't like done much in the league, but because he now plays for the Lakers, this guy thinks he's going to be great. And yeah, anyway,
It's gonna be so good for us.
so they've still got Zach Collins, Keldon Johnson, Romeo Langford, Dougie McBuckets, Pirtle, Josh Richardson. Man, what a fall from grace for Josh Richardson. I think he was actually maybe second or first highest scorer on the Heat. We traded Jimmy Butler for him, came to the Sixers, did not work out. Then went to Dallas and then Boston. Didn't work out.
Traveler.
And now he's on the team. I'll kick us off. Josh Richardson. He's on the team that could very well finish last.
Oh, well, they're getting Victor next year.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And we didn't talk about Victor.
Yeah.
We will talk about Victor Wembanyama as the season goes on.
When it
We
comes.
don't need to talk about him now.
We got all year.
Yeah, but he does look great. So I reckon the Spurs will finish in from 13th to 15th in the bottom tier. What about you?
I'm going to take the next one. So with the Spurs, because I got rid of Lonnie Walker, I'm going to put him on 13 and 15. Josh Richardson is not Lonnie Walker, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Do the same here.
Cheech, yeah, surely. I mean,
Sorry, Pop.
they keep talking about the tanking and stuff like that and how big it's going to be this year for Wembanyama. I think it will be some very strong tanking, including the Spurs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wonder what Pop is thinking about. You know, I wonder why he's sort of hanging around.
Yeah.
Just loves it,
Just
obviously.
wants to get paid, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
That's what he said in his
yeah,
press
that's what he
conference.
said. Yeah.
That's what he said.
Seriously.
I keep coming back for my
Yeah.
paycheck. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he always comes up with just like a, get off me
It's
answer.
Yeah.
They can say
All
that.
right. The Phoenix Suns, the team who finished 8 games above anyone else last season in the NBA.
Yep.
They finished 8 games above anyone in the NBA. I do know that they're about to lose Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder,
unless
let's go.
things-
Miami Heat
unless
picking him up.
things change. They've also lost Aaron Holiday, which I didn't even know they had. JaVale McGee has gone to Dallas. Alfred Payton's not in there anymore. Frank Jackson's come in. Landale, Damian Lee has broken up with Steph, even though he's his brother-in-law. Timothy Luau, Josh Okogie. Some all right. There's a lot of bench pieces, but they got DeAndre Ayton. Let's get busy, Bismack Biyombo. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Torrey Craig, Cameron Johnson, Chris Paul, Cameron Payne, Dario Saric, Landry Shamet, and a guy called Ish Wainwright.
Oh.
No.
Oh, Ish Wainwright. Yeah. I watch him in the Faber.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I will kick us off. The Phoenix Suns, it's hard because they just got smacked in that Game 7, and I think that's...
And they lost against Adelaide.
And they lost against Adelaide. So I think we all, have a bit of a bad taste left in our mouth from last season. And I almost didn't put them in this tier. But you know what? They barely changed. I'm interested to see what CP3 is like this year. 8 games above anyone else last season in the regular season. I'm shooting them right to the top tier once again. I am not predicting the fall, as in the regular season.
Yep.
And I nearly had them in 4 to 6, but then I thought about it a bit more, and I'm like, the only what's the word? The only variable for me is if CP3 goes down, or if he's not very healthy across the season. I would then expect him to finish lower.
I think CP3 is more critical in the playoffs, and if CP3 goes down, I think they'll still be 1 to 3.
Yeah.
And that's where you can put me.
Okay, lovely.
Interesting.
Yeah, as you said, same team. And I think Aiton's a bit more motivated. I feel like they can get on his case instead of, put him in a little bubble wrap so, he stays another year.
Yep.
I think they'll get more productivity out of Ayton, but we'll see how we go.
Phoenix Suns for me, we put them in second tier, 4 to 6. 4 to 6.
Why?
Why? Well, last season, regular season.
So what do you think changes from last season? They finished 8 games above anyone else, I say, for the fourth time.
You know who was injured last season? No.
Okay. All right.
Why are the Suns going to be in a lower tier?
Yeah.
Lakers. Lakers.
First off, the
Interesting.
Clippers are going to be on top of them.
All right.
Okay,
So
okay,
you
okay.
think,
You think there's
the
other-
top of the East is stacked?
Like West.
Top of the West is stacked.
Yes.
So we'll
Yes,
leave it at
I
that.
think because everyone's back. There's no one
okay.
else that's pending. That's why I got them 4 to 6. Last season
West has improved.
was their best chance.
Yeah.
And they took advantage of 8 games up ahead. It's a dogfight now, every game.
I'm interested to see what happens. If Suns don't perform at the end of the season, or even halfway through the season, will they have like trades? Just to spice things up.
Oh.
Because for me, I feel like this has to be the last year for them.
It's an interesting one because you say that, but it's only CP. It's only Chris Paul because Devin Booker's not old, and neither is DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, but it's kind of boring. It ends up being like a Jazz kind of thing.
I understand. I understand that, but I don't think they're. I don't think they're nearing the end. They're only near. I think it's a
Peak too early.
It's an assurance thing, knowing that the only end that is near is Chris Paul, whereas the rest of the guys, the reason why Jay Crowder wants out is because they're going to start Cam Johnson over Jay Crowder. Cam Johnson right now is better than Jay Crowder, so they got to accept. He's got to accept
As you
that.
would, yeah.
I don't think the end is near. Just CP3's end is near. However, we know how good he is and how much he's elevated these teams.
Oh yeah.
Just can't doubt
So
him.
I expect the wheels to start falling off if they feel like they can't replace him.
Okay.
Basically.
Right.
Anyway, the Utah Jazz. I'm also the graphics guy here at the Bronx Shear, and they seem to have changed their primary logo.
I was thinking that. Is
Yeah,
that
it's kind
you
of
just
flat.
didn't have the time, or did they just go like...
They're just going straight out. These are all the primary logos from my understanding, and That is the new primary logo. It's just a straight out black.
Yeah, hey.
Trust the process. I mean, it's a funeral type vibe because they just killed their chances of making the playoffs.
They got THT.
The Utah Jazz, actually, I'll start on that. The Utah Jazz obviously have lost Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell,
Colin Sexton, hold on.
Bojan Bogdanovic. They've also lost Juancho Hernan Gomez, which is Bo Cruz. Daniel House has come to Philly. Royce O'Neal went to Brooklyn. Eric Pascal went to Minnesota. Hassan Whiteside is also gone. Not that that matters, but
Damn, they really started fresh.
oh man, they're
Joe Ingles obviously is at the Bucks.
Yeah, that's right. They're clean. They've cleaned it
Clean the
out.
closet, man.
They've
Who've they got?
cleaned-
Jordan Clarkson just sitting there.
Yeah, they got Jordan Clarkson. In this trade that they did with the Timberwolves, they also got Malik Beasley, THT, Stanley Johnson, Lowry Markkanen from the Cavs. They picked up Kelly Olynyk, the Clinic, Colin Sexton,
I don't mind
Jared
watching
Vanderbilt from that Minnesota trade as well.
I like him.
They also still have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, Rudy Gay, but Mike Conley will probably be gone. I don't know what Clarkson's going to do, but they're tanking at the right time.
Yeah.
Like they've blown it up right before Wembanyama. So,
Yep.
I mean, and at the end of the day, that as you were saying about the Suns, it'd run its course. They weren't going anywhere with that assembly of team, which is why I have the Utah Jazz not quite at the bottom.
Okay.
You talked about before how there's teams that are too good for the Suns to go up.
Yep.
I think there's teams that are too shit for the Jazz to finish below them.
Really?
Barring some crazy trades, I think these other teams have a head start on the Jazz, as in of being bad.
Okay.
So I think that the Jazz will finish 10 to 12.
Interesting.
Ryan?
Where have you got them?
What do we got?
The Jazz. We've got the Jazz. The Jazz in 10 to 12. They are.
Me,
You're right.
I can feel he's
you,
going.
You said it. You said it right. You said it right.
I can feel like he's going on the fly.
Nah.
All right,
Confidence. He knows how to tank. 13 to 15. Easy.
Danny Ainge?
Yeah, Danny Ainge knows how to tank. Come on, this ain't mucking around.
He does know
If
how to
Sexton's playing actually decent, he'd be like,
I
nah, you're
didn't
done.
even- yeah.
Nah, he ain't mucking around. There's
Yeah.
no... Like, I understand, there could be... Nah, we're doing it right.
Yeah. And it's
Doing
good
an
that
okay
Sexton's coming off like a whatever injury
yeah,
because
they
they
can
can
play
just
on that.
play on that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see because obviously everyone wants to be. But here's the thing about I know they're all going to tank. And I know people say that it hasn't worked. The lottery hasn't worked in deterring people from tanking. But man, like, surely it does a little bit because you're just not guaranteed.
I think the playing as well has helped
Yeah.
keep people a little bit
You're
motivated.
just not guaranteed.
So,
Like, I can't believe the way everyone's talking about this is going to be the biggest tankathon ever. You're not really guaranteed to get that one guy. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think not as many teams will tank as the vast majority thinks.
I think it's the LeBron propaganda. Make all the teams tank, get him excited about Victor. Say he has a fucking better chance. I'm telling you.
Oh, all right. Throwing shade
It's a
when
hot take.
the Lakers are coming up next anyway. So, but
My boys.
the Oklahoma City Thunder talking
Yes, sir.
about tanking. They just drafted Chet Holmgren, and he is already out for the whole season. They also brought in Trey Burke, who doesn't do much. Marquise Chris doesn't do much. That's it. Apart from rookies.
Ghosts.
They lost Derek Favors. That's about it. As also, they've still got Darius Baisley, Lou Dort, Josh Giddey, SGA,
Giddey.
Trey Mann, Mike Muscala, the GOAT, Poku, Andrew.
Poku,
I nearly
man.
said
You gotta watch that guy
I nearly
play.
said Andrew Wiggins, but it's Aaron Wiggins. Anyway, let's just do it. The OKC for me are one of these teams. Bang,
Okay.
straight in the bottom. They're not like better than last year. As in, I know they're going to keep developing, but you just need more than what they've got. They're going to get smacked around again, and shit, Holmgren's already gone.
Rhino.
I don't know. I've got them 10 to 12.
Yeah.
I just think all these picks they've gained over the years, they got to do something.
But the picks don't go on the court.
Yeah, I know, but Josh Giddey's alive. I actually like watching OKC play, believe it or not. I enjoyed them last season. They were fun.
Well, look at in the same thing too, 10
Wow.
to 12. And it's because they actually have a team. They've already gone through the tanking process, like substantial. I understand, yes, they can tank more, but they actually have a team that works functionally.
Yeah.
Somewhat. With Gilchrist Alexander, Giddey. I know Chet's not coming through, but it was a tough one. And I had two teams I was alternating who would fill in my last spot for that bottom tier, and you'll see it at the later on.
SGA is so smooth.
But
He is.
He's
They're
so
very
smooth,
good.
yeah.
I think that SGA, like it is.
Is
good.
he going to stay there?
I don't know. We'll find. We'll see how it
Over
goes.
time, I think.
We'll see how it goes. But I just think they just don't have. They don't have like NBA bodies yet. As in, I mean physically, and I mean sort
You
of
feel like over an 82 season, they're going to end up at the bottom.
I mean physically
time.
and metaphorically. I mean as in like I meant more metaphorically as in like, you know, they don't have like a. So for example, when Chris Paul was there, that might not be the greatest example. I don't know who's a team that's sort of like the Grizzlies, right? For the little moment on their uprise, they had Jay Crowder, and now they got Steven Adams. I know they're a bit further in their development. But the OKC are doing strict process.
I understand.
No one wants to go to Oklahoma.
Kids only, and you get battered around.
Yep.
Anyway, that's what I reckon.
All right.
Talmantal.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Late show, baby.
Let's go. Let
LA
Laker man
4,
go.
we already know.
Me and Chichi will go first.
And
we'll leave you for last.
Suspense. Keep the suspense
Okay,
real.
so the LA Lakers this season.
Don't be hard on them.
This off season. Don't be hard on them.
AD 82.
The Lakers lost Carmelo Anthony, DJ Augustine. Kent Bazemore has gone back to Sacramento.
We lost people that were
I
already
swear,
lost.
Bazemore was at Sacramento at one
He
stage,
was.
wasn't he? Avery Bradley, Wayne Ellington. And the funny thing about this is normally they have like teams where they've gone to, or what I'm looking at. A lot of
Unsigned.
these guys are just gone. Nowhere.
Yeah.
What, like they should not have been on a team before. Carmelo Anthony, DJ Augustine, Kent Bazemore, Avery Bradley, Wayne Ellington, THT, Dwight Howard, Stanley Johnson, and Malik Monk's gone to Sacramento. Where was Malik Monk? He was at Charlotte.
Is it Charlotte?
And they've brought in Pat Bev, Thomas Bryant, Damian Jones. Rookies. Dennis Schroeder is back for 80 million less
Back
than they
for
offered
business.
him. One
Yeah.
Toscano Anderson, Lonnie Walker, and they've kept AD, LeBron, Kendrick Nunn, Russell Westshit, William
wow.
Gabriel, and Austin Reeves. Non-guaranteed for those two.
Where are they, Nathan?
They didn't even make the play. They didn't even make
That
the
was the
play in
disappointing thing.
11.
I said no matter what, LeBron will get them. So he went through the playing process last time.
Yeah,
he
I
said
was the same.
he doesn't want to do that, and it would be is it 6 or you have to be 5th? I've forgotten. I don't know why. Brain.
To sixth.
You have to be
Six.
6 and higher.
Sixth to not
Yeah. Exactly. So I said they're not amazing, but LeBron James will do everything that he
But
can
in
to.
fairness, is unusual, but he was out for a long time
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
LeBron
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
That's not you. He's like, you're speaking my language. Anyway,
I hear you.
so I will kick us off.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm so sorry, Rise.
Wow.
But I'm not at the same time because I can't stand these motherfuckers. I've got the Lakers in 7 and 9. And when I say I've got them in 7 and 9, let me just have a quick check on who I put.
Every game
Who
we
else
win.
I put?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Who else I put in 7 and 9? Oh, I've just got them in there.
Did you disrespect them?
Like they're probably 9th.
Disrespect the Lakers.
All right, Cheech.
We'll tell you.
I've got them 7 and 9.
Yeah.
Still, they don't know how to play as a team. So, but I with a healthy roster, that's where they should be. So I think that's like peak.
Do you think that Anthony Davis will play over or under 50 games? That might be generous.
Wow.
Do you reckon he'll play 50 or less? this season in an 82-game season.
If any, the preseason's to go by, we say under. 2 out of 3 games.
Dana Davis!
Seriously.
Here he is, king of the LBs. If you're new to the show, it's Lycra Brain. We're getting a patent pending on that one. Lycra Brain.
Tell us.
LB's here to speak.
Preach us the
he's
good
got
news.
the mic.
For the viewers,
Don't. Like, come on.
AD 82-0. He's playing every game. He's playing back-to-backs.
And which medical advice, man? I need to see your guy.
I got Lakers in 1-3 in the top tier.
Wow.
Okay.
They're in 1-3.
I said to you, you're allowed to bring
Emotional.
Lycra Brain to this show.
Emotional.
But okay. You got like a minute to explain yourself, and then I'll tell you whether you're fired or not.
Let's be real.
Man.
The juggernauts of the league. When you got juggernauts on the court, I'm sorry, like LeBron James. No one got to see Anthony Davis last year. No one actually got to see him at all since the bubble.
I think LeBron was out, but in Philly, when you came to Philly, AD came back, as in from an injury, from his second injury of the year.
Yeah, I remember.
And he looked like bubble AD, like the best AD or whatever, New Orleans AD. And then he was injured by half time.
Seriously?
AD was eating Embiid for the first half, and then he was injured by half
You
time.
hear that?
80
He was eating
injured,
Embiid.
LeBron old. Russell
LeBron's
Westbrook
not
just,
old. He's
he's
old
going
on
crazy.
paper, but he still moves better than
Man. I pity you,
than everyone
man.
else.
To
I
have
really
any
sympathize
shot,
with you, man.
to have any shot at, to have any shot at all, you would need Kendrick Nunn to absolutely pop off. You'd need like Lonnie Walker to pop off.
That's why we got him.
And you'd need to make another trade, which I think you are gonna.
Oh, definitely.
The Lakers
It's gonna be
keep-
fun.
You
It's gonna be
to
fun.
get rid of the guards.
No, just to bring one more body in.
Yeah.
And it won't be that great of a trade.
Nah, it won't be. It'll be some
it'll
washed
be,
up dude.
it'll be another Kendrick Nunn type, right?
We've got too many of them.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
that's Lakers.
First tier.
Lakers.
Put him in
1
there.
to 3.
I'm telling you,
I
Time will
cannot
tell.
believe you, man.
That's-
I didn't
that's
think you'd go that
embarrassing.
far.
You're gonna hate me when the season's
Hey,
over and
put
you
this
see
on
us
the
at
stamp.
top, just with the halo.
Every week that goes past.
All right, well, we're staying in the Pacific Division,
Yes,
and
sir.
Yeah, we
we're
are.
going to the Sacramento Kings, who I said last week haven't made the playoffs for 16 years. And let me kick us off right now. I do not have them making the playoffs this season either. Well, technically they could finish 10th in the tier that I'm going to put them in. I've got them in 10 to 12. They're not as bad as the bottom, but they're not as bad. They're not as good as what's above them. They brought in Sabonis. They brought in
Malik Monk.
They
Bazemore
lost
on the
Dante
bench.
DiVincenzo. Why did they lose him? Mo Harkless, Justin Holiday, Josh Jackson, Damian Jones, Jeremy Lamb. Where's Jeremy Lamb gone? And they brought in Kent Bazemore, Quinn Cook, Matty Dellavedova, the Aussie.
Yeah.
Kevin Huerter's
Defense.
nice. Malik Monk. And as I said, they've now got Sabonis.
See, there's a lot of recognizable
They've
faces.
got Harrison Barnes.
I like it.
De'Aaron Fox, of course, Rashawn Holmes, Trey Lyles, Alex Len, Davion Mitchell's nice. They're good.
I like it, actually.
And when I say they're good, they're good. They're very good in 10 to 12. What have you got, Cheech?
I like them. I'm excited.
Oh,
Mike Brown coming in.
oh,
Golden State Warriors. He's been Golden State assistant coach for 7 years.
Yeah.
So he's seen a bit, still some of that play. He was already a slow, methodical kind of coach as well.
yep.
Encourages defense. He's got Dellavedova, as we see there. 4 at least familiar faces as
Yep.
well. But they're in that 10 to 12.
You're building it up. I'm
Yeah.
like, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
The West is packed.
Yeah.
But if there is a dark horse, I like that Kings.
If they're going to, as we just sort of pump them up, if they're going to do well, I think they're going to get battered back down by the people above them, not necessarily that they're... It's just a thing of, yeah, as you said, the top of the West is pretty stacked.
Yep.
Dominance.
Rise.
10 to 12.
Kings always get a win off the Lakers. It's always fun to watch.
Everyone always gets a win off Lakers recently. It's all right.
10 to 12 as well.
10 to 12. We'll put them in. Not next season, but we're coming.
All right.
Coming home.
Some may say the most exciting team in this coming season. I would say
I love
that. The New Orleans Pelicans, who not long ago there was rumors that, are they going to move the team? But now Zion has signed on for 5 years.
Okay, yep.
Everything's happy again. They got CJ McCollum. They got Jonas Valanciunas.
BI,
They got BI. They
Jackson Hayes.
They got all these guys. They got Herb Jones, of course. Willie Hernan Gomez. Jose Alvarado, Devontae Graham if he's feeling good, and they only lost Gary Clark, Tony Snell, and they brought in Aussie Dyson Daniels, who I really like so far in pre-season.
Have you seen his plays? He's active, and he's got a leap. He's got reach. He's
from a country town.
I didn't say it.
So the New Orleans Pelicans. I just want to say, if this is a tier list of excitement, that'd be number one for me. I can't wait to see this team.
Same.
They're so exciting. I can't wait to see what happens. I have them in 4 to 6. I have them in 4 to 6. And that might be a bit high for some, but I don't know what to say. I'm very excited about them. There's another team that, and when we get to them, that I was tossing up between. So as you can imagine, I think they're going to be around 6th. And there's a team that I just missed out on 4 to 6, and I'll get to them. And I ended up going for the Pelicans just for a bit of fun.
Bit of fun. I'll go with the bit of fun. They finished off the year really good last year.
Yeah.
And 4 to 6, I have them as well.
Yep.
I'm really excited to watch them.
Yeah.
Zion
is just unbelievable. I think Zion right now is so underrated because he's spent the last year and a half off. But
is so dominant.
That patch where he actually played and he was less fit than he is now, he was 27 points per game in his first little patch.
I don't think he's underrated.
No,
I just think he's forgotten. But I don't think he's underrated.
When I say
people
underrated,
are praising him still.
I mean like that. No, I mean as in he should be right now. It should be like
Wembanyama kind of thing.
Wembanyama is not even in
the
the league yet, right? He's a year away from
Zion
the league.
should have a higher upside.
It should be
I
be like Zion's about to be back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's been a bit quiet. Been a bit quiet. And with that, I just have questions about how they integrate Zion because they had nice movement, nice spacing as well. So, but with that, 4 to 6, I think that's a comfortable position to put.
Brandon Ingram was killing it
at
the end of last season as well.
Yeah, but that integration,
animal.
I'm not too sure how that works, but I like him.
Yep. Talking about returns from injury, Michael Porter Jr. missed most of last season. So did Jamal Murray, but they are both back. And I was just singing my praises for the Nuggets over the last couple of years. I really believe in Murray. Will the Thrill has left, which makes me sad. So did Campazzo. DeMarcus Cousins is gone. Bryn
Campazzo,
Forbes,
who took? Where did he
he's
go?
actually doesn't have a team yet. I don't know where he's gone. He was a good player for them. Bryn Forbes, Michael Green has gone to the Warriors. God, he's a great piece for the Warriors. Monte Morris is gone, and Austin Rivers is also gone. They brought in Bruce Brown, KCP, DeAndre Jordan won't do anything. Ish Smith won't do much. Aussie Jack White.
Man, you need to relax.
Undrafted. Aussie Jack White.
We'll back him.
Was playing for, I think, either Melbourne United or
Melbourne United.
Southeast and Phoenix, one of the two. Obviously, they've still got the current reigning back-to-back MVP, Nikola Jokic.
Yes, sir.
They've got coming off injury MPJ. They've got coming off injury Jamal Murray.
Yes, sir.
Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon, and Bones Highland with one of the greatest names in the history of mankind. Bones Highland.
Bones Highland.
Imagine being named Bones Highland and then being able to dunk. Man, he must get a lot of women.
Ryan, where are we going? Where are we going with Ryan?
Bones.
With the Nuggets.
Yeah, the Nuggets. Where do you have the Nuggets?
The Nuggets, I got him. I got the Nuggets in the top tier.
Yep.
Top tier. I don't follow Jokic too much. I don't back him, but
he gets the job.
He gets a job. And man, those shots, those fadeaways where he turns around and it goes almost over his shoulder. After seeing that, it's
and I don't know how he pulls them off. Saying, but regardless of like you might not love Murray, you might not love Aaron Gordon, and you might not love MPJ, but Jokic is going to be a glue for anyone. You give him any mold, he'll seep in it. You know, he'll make them.
He'll keep them in the top for the whole regular season.
Yeah.
They'll stick there.
You know, he's played like that last year and the year before,
Mm.
and they finished around that 6, 7, 8 kind of thing. And because those two guys are coming back from injury, and MPJ, bro, he's third back surgery.
That's the worry.
Come on, man.
That's the
So
worry.
for me, I'm like, like before I was like really hyped, you know, Blue Arrow's back, but it takes, to be honest, 3 of them.
Back
Yeah.
surgery. That's
Yeah. So because of that, and you know, the Blue Arrow could also be injured at any point or just needs to rest it up.
Yep.
So we're going 4 to 6.
All right.
That's
I can
how
see that.
that's
You
how
could-
I've
yeah,
looked
you
at
could fit
that.
them.
Just because reliability.
Yep. I'm all the way in on the Nuggets. I have been for a couple of years. I'm going 1 to 3. For me, I think the Nuggets. I mean, yes, obviously there's the injury worries, but I reckon
I don't
they'll
know.
get through it.
I don't know how a person can move after your third back surgery. Like,
Oh my gosh. Okay, now on to the Memphis Grizzlies. Of course, they have retained Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., your man Steven Adams,
oh,
Desmond Bain. Bones Highland, Desmond,
Desmond
Bain.
Bane,
These are
yeah.
two of the best names you
yeah.
ever hear.
it's a dog.
Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones, Killian Tilly, Xavier Tillman, Zaya Williams. And they also brought in
Who'd they bring? They lost to Anthony Melton,
a
as you
couple of
know.
rookies, yeah. They didn't really bring in anyone.
Kenan Lofton Jr.
Yeah, of anyone,
Looks
yeah.
solid.
Kenneth Lofton Jr. They didn't bring in any sort of guys of note other than rookies. They lost Slow-Mo, Kyle Anderson, Jarrett Culver, DeAnthony Melton has come to South Philly.
Maybe Joe Crowder should go back to Memphis.
Maybe.
I feel like it'd suit them again.
And
That'll be-
Tyrell
that-
Terry.
That'd be nice.
I have got the Memphis Grizzlies. This was a tough one.
This was tough.
When I first put this down, I put the Grizzlies in my top tier.
Mm.
And then I had to think about, who I want to put in there. And then I just put them in the 4 to 6. Because, and the reason is, I know they got second last season. They were amazing. This is just truly me going off like things not happening all the time. Things that happen all the same. I reckon another team will have their shoot up to second, like for example the
I agree.
Nuggets. So I've got them in 4 to 6. Not to say that they'll be worse. It's just regular season. It's going to be a bit different year to year.
I was
Where
on
have you
that.
got him, Chi?
I've got him on that same thought. Like, hey, it was a spike,
Yeah.
but then hey, Suns, they've done it for a couple of years.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And then I remembered, hey, these guys are deep.
Mm.
All last year they had like injuries in and out, and they were still working the standings.
Yeah.
So because of that, I've got them in the top tier.
Ooh.
And it should be highlighted that Jaren
Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll come back in December.
Triple
or something.
J.
They're like media's really trying to scare us.
Yeah.
Like saying, "Oh, he's out for like ages." He's come back.
Yeah, he's coming back.
January, and the floor will open up for him.
Yep. All right. But until then, Steven Adams.
Oh yeah. There's no
So-
two ways about it.
So the little joke comes from we did a couple like practice runs of the podcast before we started
Yeah, we
releasing these episodes, and we did top 10 NBA duos, and Chichi whipped out Ja Morant and Steven Adams as if that's a duo.
And I believe it is. What happened to Westbrook and Steven Adams? That was huge. And what happened to Westbrook now? Nothing. Steven Adams is the glove. And until I look at Memphis until somebody can overtake Steven Adams in terms of impact. Because when you look at the plus minus, Steven Adams is number 2, Ja Morant number 1.
Yeah.
Until somebody can overtake him, I don't think Memphis will make it too deep into the playoffs. They need somebody to elevate, and then we can say, hey, that's a good duo.
Yeah.
But for now, I'll back Ja Morant and Steven Adams.
Where have you got the Grizzlies?
7 and 9.
7
Wow!
7 and 9.
That's disgusting.
The reason why
Oh,
is,
man. He needed to fit something up in the top 3 for the Lakers.
Well, it's like I said before. The injuries. There's no injuries next season.
So you've got the Lakers 2 tiers above the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies,
After what you watched last season.
Yeah. I didn't watch the Lakers team. I didn't watch them.
You didn't watch the Lakers?
I watch a lot of the Lakers. I was stressed last season. I watched all of the Lakers.
This is
great.
for anyone that didn't join us last week. This guy here put Boston and Charlotte in the same tier.
We will see,
Bro.
I'm telling you.
And Charlotte got
time will
worse.
tell.
How? With
Charlotte's-
Lamelo
Charlotte.
going down with an injury.
I saw that
today.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
tough.
Charlotte's
Oh,
fucked.
that's tough to see.
All right.
As a
Anyway,
fan.
the Portland Trail Blazers.
Let's go, Ryan.
Another one of these teams that this team in particular is. I don't know what the
Man.
hell's going on with the whole Dame situation. Portland brought in. Obviously, they don't have CJ McCollum anymore. They brought in Jeremy Grant's a nice piece. Gary Payton II is a nice piece. They lost Bledsoe, Joe Ingles, Ben McLemore, Brandon Williams. They've still got Josh Hart, Damian Lillard, Keon Johnson, Nasir Little, Yusuf Nurkic, Anthony Simons, and Justice Winslow. Because of Dame, they're like never say die type thing.
Yep.
But really, they should be tanking. But because of Dame, they've actually got they're going to try.
They're going to try.
They're going to try. So you can't,
try and fail.
in my opinion, you can't have them on the bottom. Blah, blah, blah. This leads me to they're going to be 10 to 12. They're going to be 10 to 12.
Thoughts on that, Ryan?
I got them 13 and 15. I'll put it there.
Ooh.
13 and 15. I know you spoke about Dame, and I feel disrespectful putting Portland that low with Dame and Lillard there. But the other players he's playing with, I just don't see...
Simons is good.
I don't see him move. Yeah, no, I rate him.
Nurkic is good. Jeremy Grant's good. And that... Sorry, I'm just...
They got Jeremy Grant, they do.
I have to go at you. You think that OKC is going to do better than Portland?
Just more exciting. They've got more
Yeah.
Maybe
They
in
almost
few
have a
years.
bigger upside. Just
No, they've got a massive, way better upside. But for this season...
for this season, yeah.
For this instantaneous, I believe Portland is in that 10 to 12 too. And
Yeah.
for that reason, just Damian, that not kill. Like, he won't.
Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, and...
To be honest, I forgot about Jeremy Grant. I did
minimum,
forget.
At minimum, Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, and Yusuf Nurkic are all better than everyone on the...
Yeah, but Nurkic will get injured.
I'll say Nurkic in the favour.
And then, for me, it'll be interesting because who comes out on top? Portland or Kings? I know, and that's disappointing.
They're
because
very
I don't
similar.
want to. I don't want to. Like, I feel bad. Like, I love Damian Lillard. You know, he's
They're
the
very
gatekeeper
similar
for round
teams for
one.
me, but maybe the Kings, just because Fox and Sabonis.
Yeah, and I like the coach too. I don't know about Billups as coach,
yeah,
so
I just can't have them in that bottom tier because Dame, man, Dame
just Dame. That's the only thing saved.
Maybe he wants Victor. Dame and Victor.
because he's nearly done, man.
What Dame is nearly
Yeah.
done.
Oh, then Portland's
As
nearly
in,
done
like
then.
he's not going to be there for even if they go for Victor Wembanyama. Dame's not going to be there for their rise together. Dame's 32.
No, but
LeBron's
could
40.
be like is it Brandon Roy or whatever? You know, Brandon Roy sort of saw Damian Lillard come through.
No way. Anyway, on to the Houston Rockets.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Interesting.
gosh, talking about all these Wembanyama stuff.
Can we,
They're-
can we cut to the chase with this one,
They're,
man?
they're going to go straight to it. Okay, let's cut to the chase.
Let's put him there.
Let's cut to the
Viewers,
chase.
what do you reckon?
Right on the
Put it in
bottom.
the comments.
I mean, I barely know any of their players, man. They've brought in Willie Cauley-Stein, Derek Favors, Mo Harkless. Those are some all right players. Boban is in Houston. Oh, he's
Boban.
Yeah,
I
round
saw
of
that.
applause
It's-
today.
Yeah. Oh, did he dominate?
No, he just came onto the floor.
Oh, right.
Seriously,
Like
the
it's
whole
fine, yeah.
the whole stadium erupted.
Oh, I love
They
him.
love everyone loves him.
Everyone
I think
just-
just
he's
the NBA
such a
loves
nice
him.
guy. That's right.
I don't
That's why
know.
he's such a nice guy. They lost Dennis Schroeder and John Wall. Christian Wood they lost.
Huge
Yeah,
loss.
that was a big loss.
Huge
Yeah.
loss.
And they've still got Eric Gordon, Jalen Green, KJ Martin Jr.,
Some good vets.
Kevin Porter Jr., Jashawn Tate, and Garrison Matthews. Yeah, straight to the bottom for me. What about you guys?
Straight to
Surely.
the bottom. Yep.
Bottom.
Yeah.
I like some of those players as individuals.
Yeah, they
and
will
their skill
be
talent, but
heavily in the hunt.
They all look like they were some like guards.
Hmm?
They all just feel like they're all guards.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah,
like
yeah.
all in that same range, and
They will be
just trying to
heavily
all
in the
play a
hunt
part,
for
all get a
Wembanyama.
piece.
And again, they know how to tank.
Yeah.
Last year, they I think Christian Wood was
Yeah.
on there still. So
Yeah.
they nah.
They
no
are going to
more.
be heavily,
know how to
heavily,
tank too.
heavily after that number one pick. And when I said before, I mean, we've all got pretty similar in the end there. But when I didn't put the Jazz down the bottom, yeah, like I think the Jazz, like, look at those teams on the bottom, or at least on my one. Like, none of them have like a Colin Sexton and a Jordan Clarkson and stuff like that. And,
Your one.
yeah,
But
my-
see, the thing is, I think you've got Gilchrist Alexander on there.
Yeah, but he's-
and Gilly. So that's where I'm like, that's why I like
but
my
he's
one
literally
more
on
so.
his own, as in terms of like just a
Yeah.
little bit of a developed guy. But anyway, that's fine. But yeah, those three teams are just so clearly. I don't know how you got Dame on the bottom tier.
We'll see.
All right, now
Let's
the
go.
LA Clippers.
The Clippers.
The Los Angeles
basement team.
Excited. Hey, their highlight reel's been good. You've seen, what's his name? Old man.
John Wall.
John Wall.
John Wall, the spin. He's seen got a few
I said
bags.
if they
and
can
shit.
get 10 minutes of him per, like, of this every night, that'll be lovely.
All right,
Good for the fans.
they lost Isaiah Hardenstein, Rodney Hood.
Where'd he go? Wait, where'd he go?
Went to the Knicks. They, and he was good for them last season. They brought in John Wall. Not much else. They've got, listen to this, for a payroll. They're well into the luxury tax.
Yep.
Nicholas, and it helps because what's their owner's name? The Microsoft guy.
Bulmer.
Steve Ballmer.
Steve Ballmer. I don't know how to pronounce,
I think it's
so
Steve
apologies.
Ballmer. He's
Mr. Ballhead.
something like, his net worth is something like, is it 200? No.
He probably
Mate,
just
but
plays-
I know,
Or
like,
it's
you know,
40 billion or
you
something
used
like
to-
that.
you
Plays the
used to be
players
a
out
bit
of
like
his pocket.
CEO for Microsoft.
Anyway,
so
Nicholas
big.
Batum, Robert Covington, Paul George, Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Kawhi Leonard, Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris, Norman Powell, Ivica Zubats,
Still got Covington?
and John Wall, of course. Yeah, still got Covington.
And Bulmer, the exciting guy. So
All right. If you know me, I love the Clippers, man. I'm a big believer in the
Because
Clippers.
you hate the Lakers.
And I
You
hate
gotta
the
like-
Lakers. That's true. I have got the Los Angeles Clippers finishing in 4-6. And the reason is I'm expecting Kawhi and PG to take a few games off in the regular season, as they should. But leave it at that. But for the regular season, I don't think they're going to be as good as I have them maybe in the postseason.
all right, Ryan.
Interesting. The Clippers, the basement squad. I got them 1 to 3 in the top tier.
Wow,
Honestly,
LA is gonna be hot.
I don't like to say it, but man, Kawhi Leonard, before he was injured, he's so good. I don't know if you've seen clips of him now, like his bottom half has looked like it's doubled.
Huge.
And
His balance looks unreal.
Yeah. And it's not just about that. They have got so many good players.
No, apart from that.
littered.
But in the day, you got Kawhi Leonard,
So many good players.
and man, he can do whatever he wants.
And they got good players, but they all seem like, hey, I just want to like do my bit.
They know their
It's
place.
not-
They're not trying to get more fans or
Yeah.
like get that 30-point game to whatever at the end of the game. They all know.
Yeah.
They
know
know.
what to
They
do.
still got Morris.
Yeah,
They still-
Morris.
Yeah, they still got him. Okay.
Who's the guy?
Zubac.
Forgotten his name.
Let's run through the roster if we can.
Oh, I just did. But who's the guy that normally Reggie Jackson?
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie.
They got Robert.
He's
A
a
lot
dog.
of these
Yeah.
wing guys.
Yeah.
Nicholas
that's-
Batum.
and
Very
as we all
exciting. Very exciting.
Where have
But
you got the Clippers?
yeah, 4-6.
4-6.
Yeah, because of resting.
Resting.
That's the only reason.
Load management.
Hey.
That's what the Lakers aren't going to be doing.
The LA load management teams.
Oh, man, I am. They're
Oh,
old,
you guys,
man.
you guys probably can't afford to load manage.
No, we're
'cause
not.
You
We
got,
don't.
you got no other good
We need
players.
those.
Paying Westbrook 47 million or whatever the fucking shit is. All right, let's get on to a very interesting team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Woo!
Oh, man.
All right, you kick us off, Rice.
Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-9.
7-9.
We don't know exactly what they can do. I've watched a bit of them preseason, but we all know preseason's
Yep.
just a bit of a show. 7-9.
Yep.
I'm excited, but I still feel like they need to do more. And who knows what Rudy Gobert is? He actually effective? We're actually going to find out this season if Rudy's a scam or not.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we're going to find
If
out.
he's a scam or not, I believe that he's not a scam. Coaches are misusing him and putting him, allowing the island to happen.
Yeah.
I think he's too good, and that's why they're like, hey, be on that island. You can fight through this. Otherwise, all centers should be.
I think now that Timberwolves have Cat and him, it's like Cat can also do everything that Rudy can do.
Except defend.
Yeah.
Except the defensive
he
part.
can still beat. Yeah, he's not as good as Rudy. That's because Rudy's that tall and he doesn't move. When he has his arms up. But I think it's going to be good. It'll help them a lot, having two bigs.
Where you got him, Cheech?
7 and 9.
Yep.
At first, I was really, really excited. I think the news came through, and I was like, man, this is going to be lit. But then I was like, hey, they've got Cat,
Yep.
and they got Anthony.
Edwards.
Anthony
Yep.
Edwards, sorry.
Yep.
I get them.
So they've got...
And then that's it. Like, in terms of their points,
Yeah.
they don't really have much.
So, yeah.
I think they'll get better because with the Cat thing, Cat had to take the biggest guy on the floor.
That's right, and that's wrong.
Now the load's off him. He can go guard someone else. It might be a bit harder.
And he's willing on offense to always be on the perimeter.
Correct.
They've got Anthony
takes it
Edwards,
all off
Jaden
him.
McDaniels, Torian Prince,
Torian Prince.
D'Lo,
All
Cat.
average.
Player.
They've got Kyle Anderson, Slow-Mo, PJ Dozier, Bryn Forbes, Rudy Gobert, of course, Eric Pascal and Austin Rivers. They lost Malik Beasley, Pat Bev, Josh Okogie, Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah, but they all average, most of them,
Yeah.
like 10 points.
Yeah.
What's his name? The point guard. Forget his name, but
D'Lo.
yeah, D'Lo. So he's not. He contributes in terms of the assists, but again, we just need some offensive power.
Yeah.
Points.
Yeah.
And these Cat and Anthony, they have to really average
But
like.
they don't know who the
30.
guy is. That's the problem.
30, man.
One game, D'Lo gets 30. Cat will get his 20,
Yeah.
18 and 24. Anthony Edwards was up and down last season.
Yeah.
He's
They
still
saw-
trying to find his...
They sold the house, but now I'm like really considering this trade.
I am in agreement with you guys. 7 and 9 for me as well. However, I have them like at 7th.
Really?
And that team that I was talking about with the Pelicans, who I didn't know who I was going to put second tier or third tier, it was them. I have the Pelicans like 6th and the Timberwolves 7th, and that could totally swap. I do think that they're going to be better than we might think.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
I hope so.
As
I
I'm
like
saying
underdogs.
here, because Rudy Gobert is a top 10 defense by himself, and him behind Cat which was Cat's defensive. That was his weakness. Is going to help, and luckily Cat on offense can sit on the perimeter, so Rudy can be the center in the paint. However, yes, I'm wondering about the rest of their pieces, but I think that they are going to be very solid. I reckon they're a lock for the playoffs. And I don't know how far they can go. You know, as I said, I can see them knocking off a team like the Pelicans.
Oh,
You know?
Okay, yep.
So we all have them in 7 to 9, the Timberwolves.
Who did they verse in playoffs? They did come... Was it Golden
They
State?
got knocked out by the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies. Okay, yeah. It was good. It was a good series.
Yeah. The Dallas Mavericks, who traded away Jalen Brunson, they did bring in Christian Wood, but I don't know.
It's not going to be enough.
They sort of didn't do much else. They also brought in JaVale McGee, and that's about it, in my opinion. And they also lost Trey Burke, Sterling Brown, no one else really. So they've still got Bertans, Bullock, Dinwiddie, Doncic, Dorian Finney-Smith is great, Josh Green, the Aussie, Tim Hardaway Jr., Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, Frankie Smokes. I don't know, like, when I actually read it all out, I actually feel a bit better about it, but I don't know.
It's just
Nah.
Luka.
If you
He's
look
the
at it.
horse.
Yeah, it's just
It's-
Luka.
That's like last season. They really didn't have... They had Jalen Brunson, but we didn't know about him.
Yeah.
We didn't even consider him as anything.
If they do better than what I think, and what I think is 7 to 9 as well, again, I wouldn't be surprised. These Timberwolves, Pelicans, Mavs, there's not much that they could do that would surprise me up or down. Whereas if the Lakers, for example, like finish in the top 4, I'd be like, what the hell?
Wow.
You're going to be like,
there's-
shit,
There's
Ryan
a lot
was
to
right.
interchange just because of how
Yeah,
packed it is,
because-
and also the dynamics of this regular
Yeah.
season, injuries, and
And even though we said all that about like they don't have enough guys on the Mavs, man, Luka's unbelievable.
Yeah, Luke is
Yeah.
on. And regular
Did you see
season
him fever?
guy,
What he done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's insane.
Slovenia.
but,
God.
he hurts his wrist. Then what
Mm.
Yeah,
happens?
you're right.
These guys, the other secondary guys, the second, third, fourth, they all average, again, same problem with the Wolves, that offensive productivity.
Yeah.
14, 10 points a game average. I'm like, bro,
Mm.
need something else.
So, what do you got him in 7 and 9?
I got him 7-9 too.
Yeah.
I got 7-9. Rumor has it Luka Doncic wants Draymond. He would be
He'd
good
be great on the Mavs.
under Jared Dudley.
He'd be
and,
great on the Mavs.
He'd be really good there.
Great, yeah, he'd be good on the Mavs. My dream trade a couple of years ago before he signed the extension was Giannis and Luka. Imagine them two together.
That wouldn't be. Yeah.
That would be ridiculous.
That'd be nice.
European
yeah,
would
that'd
be
be good.
nasty.
That would be unbelievable.
And-
Man, they should do European versus American All-Star.
Yeah,
I don't know why they
That'd
haven't.
be-
Oh wait, do they?
you-
Oh, rest of the world.
they do that for the rising
Rookies,
stars.
yeah.
They need to do it with Jokic, Giannis, Luka.
Yeah. All right. Now let's quickly get on to last season's champions, the Golden State Warriors. Now, I personally am getting a bit sort of clouded in my judgment because I just can't. I think, and a lot of people would be the same. I just think about their main guys, but that's a mistake. You can't just think about their main old core because the Golden State Warriors are pretty much the new San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, yeah.
They don't just have Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson and Kevon Looney.
Yeah.
They've also got Jonathan Kuminga, who's up and coming.
Yep.
They've still got
Jordan Poole.
Andrew Wiggins,
Yep.
James Wiseman is looking all right in preseason. I got to
Yep.
say
Oh,
that.
we killed him, but he's looking
decent.
alright.
And they brought in Dante DiVincenzo, who I really like as a young guy. JaMychal Green's great experience off the bench or even to start. And that's about it.
There's
so
another
far.
guard they brought in. I can't
Um,
remember who.
Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome, yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, I don't know. They got a few others, but you know what? I almost didn't put them. You can see where I'm about to put them in this top tier. But then I thought to myself, you know what? If Steph and Draymond and Clay and Looney, if they're not
Question
feeling it, or Draymond, if they're not feeling it on any particular night, you got hungry guys, hungry young guys ready to roar. And that's why I think regular season and even in the playoffs, I think that they're going to do some damage.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got them in 1 to 3. Rice,
4 to 6.
you've got them in 4 to 6.
4 to 6. Not the biggest believer, or I just don't want to believe him. The Draymond Green, I don't know. It's in the air. I don't know how that's going to affect the team. I do believe in Jordan Poole because I think I've seen enough proof that he is that guy.
Yeah.
That can really he can get a bucket.
Yeah.
He can get there's a lot of players with his body size and athleticism, but he can get a bucket. He's really he's shifty.
Yep.
I like it.
Cheech.
Yeah, so easy number one.
Top tier.
Otto Porter and Gary Payton
Took off.
Yeah, took off.
Oh, Gary
So
Payton.
I was like, ooh, but nah, they're solid. The Draymond Green situation doesn't faze me. Really.
I mean, if it gets to
It's-
as bad as he's going to go or
Yeah.
Pool's going to go,
Yeah.
you're going to get something back.
yeah.
So,
it doesn't faze me at
Yeah.
all. What's his name? Far out. The guy that Poole. Yeah,
Poole.
he's amazing.
yep.
He's amazing. So
Yeah.
there's no two ways about it. Easy
So
one.
that is our predictions for the Western Conference regular season. Let's quickly get on to these playoffs. All right. So last week we did Eastern Conference. Now we did West. Now we're gonna do our conference finalists, and then reveal our predictions for our champion. Let's start with last week's Eastern Conference finalists. Who do you think is going to be the last two teams in the East? Ryan Contreras.
I've got Philadelphia,
Yep.
and my last one is
Hope it's your last.
Philadelphia, and I'm going with the Bucks.
Yep. Cheech.
Philly and Bucks.
Oh, that makes three. Philly and Bucks.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Philly
Yeah,
and Bucks.
I just sized everything up.
But yeah, it's more like how I would like it to happen.
Yeah,
Because the triangle can be a matchup thing.
Yeah.
You know. So we'll
I
see.
just think they're the and even playoff talking. I think they're the two best teams in the East. Makes me proud,
go.
but I don't want to jinx it too much. But I think it'd be Philly and Bucks. What
Miami,
about-
Miami's a dark horse in there.
Ah,
Just-
yeah.
No, for real.
No.
I lost a little bit of optimism, but now
Nah.
our young
Bit of
guns are kind of
pre-season.
yeah, the
Yeah.
preseason.
Looking hungry.
All right, now over to the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Rise, start again. Who you got? Don't. No. Don't say. Let's move on. Don't even say it. Don't
Yeah,
even,
let's go,
Don't
let's
even say
go.
yours. Cheech, who you got?
One moment. I just had a moment.
All right,
Okay,
Rise.
So no.
Uh,
We got Golden State Warriors
ooh.
and Clippers.
Ooh.
That's what I got. That's what I'd like to happen. Again, the triangle won't play out again, so I don't want to say
I've got the Lakers and the Clippers.
that's embarrassing.
You just watch.
You're joking.
I've got them.
I'll say they'll be first
got
and
'em.
second seed.
I can't put them on
That's
first
how-
to three and not have them.
You
in,
must
in my
be
They'll be first and
kidding.
second seed. Jeez.
You must be kidding.
That's something else, man.
Okay, I have the Clippers
Mm-hmm.
and I have the Denver Nuggets.
I don't.
I think that, and you can see, everyone can see that I've got the Clippers in the second tier. As I said, I don't think the regular season is going to be a full reflection on how good they're going to be in the postseason. Obviously, injuries pending for both teams. But I think the Clippers and the Nuggets.
I don't know. I think
Interesting.
that Nuggets. I don't know if they'll be healthy, as I mentioned out in the
Yeah.
regular thing.
It's
so
all,
that's
I guess
why I
it's
went with
pending on
Golden
injury.
State
Yeah.
Warriors.
All right, now who's coming out of the East, Rise? Sixers or Bucks?
Sixers or Bucks? Who's coming out of the East? I'm gonna have to go. I think Philly if they get home court.
Okay.
If they get home court first game,
Yep.
I'll back Philly. I'd like to say Philly.
What do you got, Cheech?
I don't want to because of you.
It's a coin flip.
But
I
I
just
think
want
so.
this to be on the record. It's a coin flip. So at this point,
But
yeah,
what are you gonna say?
it's Bucks. I ain't gonna let you have that satisfaction. Never.
but-
Unless I have absolute confidence, there's never, man.
Someone
It's
has to
gonna
do it.
be Bucks. I
But
don't give a damn.
Here's
man.
the thing that you don't realize.
It's a coin flip.
I'm a man of trying not to jinx it. So
Yeah.
I've also got the Bucks beating the Sixers.
counter.
But I don't mean it.
then you're jinxing the jinx.
Jinx. Anyway, I've also got the Bucks, but I don't mean it. All right, now who's coming out of the West? Rise, start with you. One of the LA teams. No way. You're not serious. When are you stopping the joke? When does the joke?
not a joke.
When does the joke conclude?
82 game AD is back, baby.
When does the joke conclude? 82 game AD never existed. All right, you got the Lakers coming out of the West.
coming out.
Who's coming out of the West?
Clippers.
Yep.
Basement.
Yeah. Hey, I like how
Basement team.
Kawhi. I like how Kawhi looking. I like how John Wall's looking. I don't. Hey, I'm just excited. Maybe I'm just excited.
Did they
to see
get their
him.
own stadium yet? Is that gonna?
Nah,
that's maybe when they'll
it's
win.
coming- yeah,
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah,
I
so
want
it's
that
not their
stadium to be
season.
built, man. They're
Yeah.
looking mad.
Yeah, that's when they'll win.
I also have the Clippers coming out of the West. I love the Clippers.
I think-
reckon they're so good.
They're just
They're so
if,
good.
if I say they're more hungry, it doesn't make sense because Golden State Warriors are also hungry for it too. so-
Yeah. All right, now our last prediction of the day. The champions. So your finals is Clippers Bucks. Your finals is Lakers Sixers.
Yeah.
Lakers
Lakers
yeah.
Sixers. Lakers Sixers.
And my finals is Clippers Bucks. I'll start. The 2023 NBA champions. So 2022-2023 NBA champions, the Los Angeles Clippers. And
Wow.
Kawhi Leonard.
Make me-
And they'll be lifting
Sick.
it in your arena.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Our arena from
Yeah.
the basement.
They'll have all the Lakers jerseys up there hanging covered in black.
Surely.
And they'll
Clippers
be
are not winning.
lifting that Larry O'Brien. Cheech, who's winning your finals, the Bucks or the Clippers?
Coin flip, but I feel bit more confidence in the matchup. We're going Bucks again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Two opposing. I'm not. No.
All right, we end it here, ladies.
I think this is where we end.
There's only
it.
two teams, mate.
So it's Lakers and Sixers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
You better hope that doesn't
I'll
come-
see you in June.
If it's Lakers and Sixers, we might have to. You know how they organise all these internet fights, Mayweather's fighting YouTubers.
Oh,
and that?
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
and
yeah,
I.
We're going down
You-
right here.
You
Right
and
here
I.
in front of
We
that.
will set up the ring. Me and
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Oh my gosh. You think the Lakers?
I think to the Lakers.
Oh, wait, Lakers and who again? Which
Lakers
was-
versus
Sixers,
Sixers.
Lakers and Sixers, but it doesn't even
That's
matter.
embarrassing.
He's just saying
Yeah,
right
he's
now he
thinking
thinks the Lakers are going to win the
It's an
championship.
emotional decision, and I don't back it.
All right, Finals
I can't
MVPs, just quickly. Finals MVPs. It'd have to be LeBron. Or
AD.
you reckon AD? You reckon AD?
I think AD.
Giannis.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Not,
Third Finals
For
MVP
finals.
on a third different team
it would be amazing.
to join
If-
LeBron.
Yeah. I'm already emotional thinking about the finals. Seriously. I don't know what.
Same. After
You
we
need to
win.
relax.
Anyway, my sincere apologies to everyone that had to sit through this atrocity
You'll find out why.
of this
One third of
LB.
it. 1/3 of this.
Oh my god.
During the regular season, towards the end, these two here are going to realise.
Oh my gosh. Next week
Let's go
we're
back
doing
to
our
that.
top 10 players coming into this season and we're going to
tough.
predict the individual awards as well. So be ready for that next season. If you are new to the show though, hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. Boys, it's been a long one, but thanks again.
No,
Thank you.
being good.
And stop going for the Lakers.
Let us know where you're going to put Lakers in the comments. We'll see.
Talk to you next week.